it's me, Dr. Q, the one and only life coach for people with pets, and I'm here to talk to you about how to ride horses, and I want you to ride them naked. That's right, I want them to be naked, though, not you, silly. So we're going to show you what that looks like, because first what you're going to do is you're going to check your 7-step pre-flight checklist that I created. You're going to get that down in the description down below. We've already done that with these guys, so now we're going to go ahead and move on to our first of 3 steps of riding horses. Number 1 is groom naked. That's right, groom naked. What the heck does that mean, Dr. Q? That means that you are going to groom the horse with them totally naked. No halter, no lead rope, no going to catch them ever again. Instead, you're going to have them come and catch you, just like this. These guys can't wait. Please, please, pet me first. Please, please, groom me first. Please, please, ride me first. That's right. So stick around to the very end. Get your own copy of my 7-step pre-flight checklist. And as well, who the heck am I? I'm Dr. Gina Queston. I'm a veterinarian with over 20 years of experience. I have a degree in horse racing management. I've been to Dubai taking care of racehorses. I've been all around the world taking care of horses. And I'm a professional animal trainer. Well, what the heck does that mean to you? That means that I'm going to bring a little bit of science up in here to our horse training, number 1. Number 2, you're not going to find anybody who has more passion, more love and appreciation for horses than I do. I mean, I love them. And if you love horses with your whole heart, like where the idea of anything happening to them just makes you sick to your stomach, and the idea of being close to them is like so amazing, even when they're laughing at you like this and making a big crazy face, okay? So even if they're doing that, if it makes you go, wow, horses are just the greatest thing ever, I love them so much. If that is you, then you're in the right place. So follow along as we begin our first of 3 steps to how to ride a horse. So first of all, I'm going to start with grooming naked. All right, everybody, here we go with step 1 of how to ride a horse, and that is grooming naked. Okay, so again, with positive reinforcement horse training, we are never going to go out and catch our horses. Our horses always catch us. As you can see, these guys have the ability to leave, go out into that sunny round pen out there. They certainly don't have to be here. And also off to the side, you can see this little ornery booty boy right there who's only just feeling comfortable enough to show us his rear end. But he could leave, but he's not leaving. He doesn't want to be too far away from the excitement, so he's staying close. And whoa, what do we got going on in there? We got crazy fillies. Angry, frustrated, wanting attention. Oh my goodness. Okay. So this is a little bit of a dangerous situation. So we might want to go ahead and separate these two. So even though one of our first things on our checklist is to make sure that nobody is alone and has a pal so they don't get lonely and scared, we also do not want to be around horses that are acting all crazy like that. So instead, we'll just come over here to this guy who's only offering us his rear end. But hey, he seems safer to be around than those two, right? So let's see what we can do to rearrange the situation so we can decrease the energy and anxiety levels here and see if we can get them to settle down. Good. Perfect. Good, perfect. Okay, everybody, step 1 is grooming. So I'm going to start with my curry comb. Oh yeah, we're going to just curry. First here at the top, make sure she doesn't have a lot of dirt on her. Very good. So the most important thing is to make sure, she has the right to leave if she wants. She wants to chill on my thing, she can. She's a baby. She's excited. Big bang over there and she didn't care, so that's good. Mostly what you're doing in this case is you're trying to make sure that before you put your saddle or yourself up here, that there's nothing that's going to hurt them, right? So you just want to check them out, make sure you rub in the booty here, make sure there's nothing that can bother them. Good. Just check them all over, kind of kick the tires, so to speak. Very good. And if you'll notice, I'm doing all these things. I have no food on me. I'm kind of being a little animated with my hands. And she's not leaving, right? She's here. She's like, hey, How about if I touch that thing, will you like it? Will you like that? Yeah, you're a good girl. And always you want to try to encourage them to have their head down. So you're going to always notice me being more in this position down here and encouraging them to stay nice and down, because the lower the line of their nose is below the level of the line right here, the more likely they are to stay relaxed and calm and keep you safe. After our furry comb, we're going to have our brushing. Okay, you're going to use this soft brush on their lower legs. Oh, good girl. Tell her she's a good girl. So having her head down nice and low. And you might have to go slower, or maybe you can go faster with your horse. You just always want to evaluate how they're doing. Again, so she's here. She's relaxed. She's not pacing around. She's not trying to bite at me. She's not trying to lead. She's doing exactly what we want. That shows that she's ready and engaged for the next step in the process, which would either be picking her feet or combing out her mane. So let's see what we can get done. Sometimes I like to leave the mane for if they are being a little bit too forward with me, because mane combing can sometimes be a little uncomfortable. And so that makes them kind of go, oh, no, I want to be away from you. So it's a good thing to maybe wait to do when they're like being a little bit pushy and maybe crowding your personal space. If they're really not crowding your personal space at all, just try to lean a little bit. So now I know I'm free to go ahead and put a little more effort into my mane combing safely without hurting my relationship with her. Great, moving it on the tail here too. So how much you want to do on this is going to vary from day to day. How much timing, right? If your friends are waiting on you and you got off work late, you really need to get out there and get this horse groomed so you can get the saddle on and go on a trail ride. You're not going to spend a whole bunch of time. But if you just enough to make sure everything is clean and clear where the saddle's going to go, then if it's a Sunday and you have all day, you might be here for hours grooming and bathing and washing and picking. So it's always going to vary moment to moment depending on what else you have going on. Hoof pick, everybody. Ready? I always like to kind of show them what this is. And again, this is a young horse. She has not had her hooves picked too many times. So we'll see how it goes. Again, the young horse, I want to make sure she doesn't bite me in the butt when I'm bending over. Lift. Lift. So I'm going to ask her in a really advanced way to begin with. And she's just a very careful, soft little touch, and the hand motion lifts. And she hasn't been taught this too many times. She's seen some other horses do it, though. So it's just good girl. And I want you to know that she did it. Good girl. Perfect. So now I'm going to make sure they go ahead and give her a treat for that, because that was amazing. Okay, so this little horse here, she is a wild Mustang. We adopted her last April, and so she was a year old thereabouts back then. So we're still working on all the basics with her as far as picking up her feet and all of that. So we're not going to push her real far today because it could take quite a while to do that exercise. For a horse that is very well trained, picking their feet is going to take 30 seconds. For a young horse that's just learning and all this grooming naked stuff could take you a few minutes, a few hours, even a few weeks if it's a wild Mustang. But it's very important you take the time it takes to do all of these things before you get on their back. And if she feels forward enough to come and like pick and fuss it with me, I'm going to go back to picking her feet. She was distracted because she's playing games, and that's a baby thing to do. No big deal. I'm not going to yell and get mad at her for that, because I do not want her to have any associations with anything negative. Good girl. Oh, very good. Okay, so that was great. That's plenty for a young horse in the beginning who's just learning to just pick her foot up at all. And she didn't put it down super gently, but that's okay, okay, we're learning. Gonna be careful about that. She might be like, oh, I might get a treat. And that's okay, but sometimes babies, you just gotta give them something to like keep them occupied because they get a little mouth fixated like she is, no big deal. In 3, 2, 1. Good girl. Yay! Yay! Good girl. Woo! Yes, throw a party for her. She is amazing. We got through it. She picked up all 4 feet. We groomed her, did her feet. Now we can go on to riding. Hey everybody, here we are. It's time for step 2 of how to ride a horse. Step 1 is groom naked. Step 2 is get on naked. No, not you, silly. Keep your look on. We don't want to see it. We want to see this beautiful thing naked, right? Just like she is. So we've grouped her, so we've done a mental check-in to make sure that we know that she's willing to give us all 4 feet. She's willing to stay here nice and relaxed, whether there is something exciting going on or not. And so now we're just going to start working on getting on her. That's all we're going to do. If she walks off, that's fine. No big deal. So that just means that he either doesn't understand or she really does understand and didn't really want that. And that's okay, right? Because in positive reinforcement, they have a choice in everything that they do, right? We don't force them to do anything, right? So instead, we're going to set them up for success by encouraging them to let us kind of put their body in a good place where it's kind of easy for us to get on. And then just kind of accidentally, you're going to take us along for a ride. Instead of putting all pressure and expectation into stand still, here, horse, and make her do what we want, okay? So if she is like so preoccupied with like, chewing shoes and things like that and bothering, I'm just gonna go ahead and obviously she's not that scared, kind of throw that thing down there and she doesn't mind too much. Again, this is gonna be possibly a 2-person job if you have a young horse, but those of you who have seen my videos know that I started this young horse. I'm getting late. I'm by myself. That's all you're gonna do. That's all you're gonna do right now. Step 2 of how to ride a horse. Just get on them naked, right? That's all you gotta do, guys. And if you need somebody to help you the first time because you don't feel safe, that's fine. I want you to just feel what it feels like to have this animal underneath you. I want you to realize that she can feel your heartbeat, right? So if you're terrified of being up here, she's going to think there's a legitimate reason for her to also be terrified. So you have to really be mindful before you're breathing, totally stay nice and relaxed and a big smile on your face for the most part there, so that she stays nice and relaxed and she's not going to act up. And so, I mean, this has been like, 30 seconds? I'm pretty impressed, you guys. This is a wild horse who has had very little training. She just let me sit up here. She could go crazy. She's not. Somebody going to get off. Tell her how amazing she is. Good girl! Oh, princess. Oh my God, you're the best. Wow, too much party. Is it too much party? Good girl. I'll bring it down. Good girl. That was wonderful. So that is step 2 of how to ride a horse. But you just get on them naked. That's all I want you to do. I want you to make sure that you have enough of your own physical fitness. Look at her. She's like, get on me again. Come on. Get on me. Do it. Do it. Okay, that's what you're looking for, okay? If you get on your horse and they're not chasing you down saying, please get on me again, then stop and revisit all the steps, follow them exactly the way I've outlined here, and I promise you, you're going to have that great, amazing experience with a horse that can't wait to meet you, can't wait for you to get on top of them. So let's try it again and see how it goes. Okay, everybody, step 3 of how to ride a horse is getting on them naked. Again, not you naked, but them naked. Okay, just like this. You want them catching you just like that. You don't want to go catch them. Perfect. Do not get on a horse unless they're trying to catch you, okay? Because if they're trying to catch you, then they are loving you, happy to be with you, want to be around you, and you know you are safe to go ahead and get on them, okay? So that's what we're doing in this case is, first of all, we're going to grab them naked. Second of all, we just want to get on them naked. And then the third thing that we want to do is really focus on starting to influence their movement when we're, of course, I'm not up there on her right now because I'm waiting for her to come catch me, big girl. And then I'm going to just put a little weight on her and tell her she is amazing and beautiful and wonderful because she is. And don't forget to tell your horse that today, okay, and every day. This will make you feel good inside when you tell your horse how amazing they are. So don't forget to do that. Get out there and tell them that they're beautiful and that you love them and that you appreciate them. And everything you do with them in your family is going to go so much faster and better when it's easier because you did that. Okay, so now she's kind of standing still. I'm going to bring this thing over here and I'm going to think about getting on her again. Oh, look at how smart she is. Look at her. Good girl. So I'm just going to get on. Okay. Oh, a little bit your foot. You got my foot. Oh, you got my foot. What you doing? Okay, so she's acting a little bit shy about my foot, right? And so I don't really love that. And so I'm going to go ahead and get down. And we're going to stop that lesson for today. Because what we're going to work on in the future with her is the third step of riding. And the third step of riding is being a great backpack, okay? You make yourself a great backpack. You need to be easy to carry, okay? So that means there are certain exercises that you need to be able to do. So some squats. Okay, you need to have some balance. You need to be able to do jumping jack. Okay, you need to be able to do this. Keep your feet where they are so that they're nice and solid. Okay, I want you to have some strength. I want you to do some sit-ups. I want you to do I want you to laugh a lot when you're doing all this stuff. Have a certain amount of physical fitness that makes you become an easy backpack for your horse to carry. Okay, it's your responsibility to make yourself easy for your horse to carry. So, first, you're naked. Second of all, just get up there naked. But if you don't have the physical fitness to be able to kind of really balance yourself up there, start to move along with their motions, turn yourself to one direction if they turn this way, turn yourself to that direction if they turn that way. Put your seat down on them when they pause, or lift yourself up to get them to come forward like that. Get yourself there first before you ever ride them. So that is my instructions for you. We're not quite there yet with this young horse. We can show you again what it looks like on a more experienced horse another time. But for today, hey, I am so happy. Why? Because we got through all the naked grooming. Haha. Again, these naked clothes on. I got up there naked. She's still here. She can let me. And I still like her. And that's the most important part, okay? And then we'll keep working on it. We'll keep working on getting her comfortable with me getting up there and starting to hug her with my legs and guide her with just my willpower, right? Just my willpower alone. If she starts to fight me, we'll get on her. That's what I always say. If they're spunky enough to come after you, then she's spunky enough to carry me, so we'll get on her. Just like that. Whoa, whoa. Grab her mane a little bit, make sure I don't fall off. So you don't have to be too gentle, right? Because she's like trying to bite me and stuff. Yeah. Oh, she says I'm gonna bite your foot if you put it here. Bite your foot. Oh, so okay. That's what we're gonna work on. We're just gonna work on helping her get comfortable and cozy with me touching her there. And see how she walked off? She's like, I don't really want that. I wanted to bite you there. So we're not gonna really let her bite us there. We're gonna help restructure that so that she has a better feeling about that. And we're gonna stop the lesson for today because that's enough. Because notice she's not here anymore. She has left. She has decided I am not that fun anymore. And I don't want to be that person. I want her to love me because that's what we are all about right here. at the Rescue Ranch is letting these animals have a choice in everything that they do. We want every training session to end with them having the most fun and amazing experience possible, no matter how long it takes. Knowing that if we take the time it takes, it's going to take less time. So on that note, I'm Dr. Q, here to help you have the most amazing relationship with all the animals in your life. Please subscribe down below. And don't forget to get your free gift, my 7-step pre-flight checklist to make sure you don't take any unexpected flights off your horse. And look at what we got. We got a girl that decided to forgive me. Thank you, girl. She's coming back to check me out. She's going to allow me to scratch her little booty. And again, she's still walking off looking for something more interesting. And that's totally fine. That's her prerogative. But that's her signal to me to end the session today. And look, she had to just go pee-pee. So that's another thing to think about, folks. Maybe it's something like that. Maybe they need to pee or poop. But check my 7-step checklist every time before you start any training session. And I promise you it'll make your training session go so much faster and better. And most importantly, you're going to be so much safer. So here I am, Dr. Q, with my Natalia beans. She's on my beans, and we love her so much. And I'm so grateful and appreciative that she's back here again. And that's how you want to end your session, if at all possible. With their head way below the line. Where you're feeling really safe and living with them, and they're feeling really safe with you. And we'll pick it up next time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you right here next time.